Hello everyone, welcome back to YouTube channel MJ Manjari. Today's video is very important for all the teachers and students of class 10th and 12th because CBSE has released guideline and SOP for conduct of practical exam, project and internal assessment for this session which is 25-26. Now let us see in detail. So this is the official guideline and SOP released by CBSE. So the first instruction by CBSE is that all the practical exam, project and internal assessment should be conducted strictly according to the guideline of the practical, which is this, as well as the syllabus for practical should be which is prescribed by CBSE, and you can see the official syllabus through this website which is cbseacademic.nic.in. Second thing, the date of practical exam. For winter bound school, it's already started on 6th November and it will end on 6th December and they have already been communicated. Second, for regular school, means those who are in summer bound school, their practical exam will start on 1st January and it will end on 14th February. Remember, CBSE will not allow any extension of date. So all the school need to conduct all their practical within this 1 January to 14 Feb only. Next, date of uploading of marks. Remember, if you are conducting practical on 2nd January, let's take an example. So you need to upload the marks on the same day only. You cannot do that practical is conducted on 2nd January and you are uploading marks on 3rd. No, marks are uploaded on the same day the assessment has been conducted. Next, ensure error-free uploading. School should ensure that correct marks are uploaded as no correction in marks will be allowed. So once you have uploaded any marks, you won't be able to change. Next, regular student. Make sure that all the regular students registered through LOC are appearing for practical exam or internal assessment. And CBSE also will give you the list. Check all name of all the students are available or not. If any name is missing from any subject, you just inform your regional office immediately. Then the school should ensure that actual student is appearing in practical exam. There should not be proxy in this case. Next, here is the payment. All the functionary involved in a practical exam, whether it's external practical or examiner or internal examiner, all will be paid through online, which is integrated payment system. So school need to maintain all the records like date of exam, date wise number of student in each batch, group, name of external examiner, other staff on duty, the examiner number or teacher ID, and bank account detail of all the examiner. So all this detail school should keep it with them, and whenever IPS portal will open, they need to upload all this detail. Then only this functionary will get their payment. Next, non-disclosure of marks. Remember, school should not disclose any in practical marks to any of the student. They should not. Next one is specifically for class 10th. For class 10th, CBSE is not going to appoint any external examiner. School need to conduct internal assessment only, and for that they are not providing any practical book also. Answer booklet they are not providing. Now, for class 12, CBSE will appoint external examiner in each school for conducting practical, and school authority cannot make any alternate arrangement. If any external examiner is not coming for the duty, you can inform the regional office. They only will change the external examiner. You cannot do any change on your own. Next, for few centers, they may appoint observer also. Remember, they may. It's not compulsory that for all the examiner observer will come. No. And for observer list, you can contact your regional office. You will get the list of observer for which all subject observer will be coming. Make sure presence and availability of external examiner. Remember, practical exam should be conducted in presence of external examiner and observer if it is in your list. Next, appointment of internal examiner. This school can appoint on their own, and normally that subject teacher only. Like if physics teacher is in your school, he will be internal examiner for physics practical. Chemistry teacher will be internal examiner for practical of chemistry. Next, external examiner should inspect laboratory and equipment one day prior to the practical, and in case they find any shortcoming, they should bring that in the notice of school principal, and they will be responsible for making those arrangements. Next, you need to divide your whole student in different batches, and one batch should have 30 students, not more than that. Now imagine in your school if 40 students are there, then you need to create two batches, batch 1 and batch 2. Batch 1 should have 30 students and remaining 10 students should be in batch 2. You cannot do like this, 20 in batch 1 and 20 in batch 2. No. Every batch should have 30. Only last batch can have less than 30 students. And batch division you also should create only after confirming with the external examiner only. Then for one batch also you can make subgroup also, like for physics practical. Now imagine you are having 30 students in batch 1, but you don't have equipment for all those 30 students. So what you can do, you can divide them into group 1 and group 2. Group 1 will be from roll number 1 to 15 and group 2 will be from 16 to 30. And 3 hours of practical you can divide into two parts. Like in first 1.5 hours they will be doing the practical work and they will be doing the written work, and in next they will be doing the written work and they will be doing the practical work. But make sure that all the 30 students should complete their practical together only. Next, name and examiner number of the practical examiner. This is their OSS number only. This unique teacher ID is allotted by CBSE. In all the school OSS data you can get this. Then conduct of practical exam. You can do 2 or 3 sessions. As I already told you that you need to create batches, and in one batch you should have maximum of 30 students. Now if you have more students, in one day you can conduct the practical in 2 or 3 sessions, and each session should be one batch. Then uploading of photograph. When you are conducting the practical, you need to upload a clear photograph of practical exam, and this should be through app which is given by the CBSE. And make sure in that group photograph all the student of the batch, means all the 30 students plus external examiner plus internal examiner, and if observer is there then that also should be in that group photograph, and all their faces should be clearly visible. And photograph you should take in the laboratory itself where practical exam is conducted, and if it is a project based then you can take photograph in the classroom itself. And all these photographs should be geotagged as well as time tag, and some other information you should keep with you like batch number, how many batches are there, date and time, etc. will be required while uploading. Then attendance sheet of a student appearing must be carefully filled in the proforma. Attendance you should be careful while. Now in case any student is not present on the examination date, then you can reschedule practical for those students, but make sure while marking the attendance you should mark those students as rescheduled, because if you mark absent they won't be able to appear. But if you mark reschedule, you can allow them to appear another day, but that day external practical examiner also should be available. Next, answer book for practical. For class 12 practical exam, CBSE will provide your answer book through their regional office, and examiner complete all the entry in practical answer book carefully. Make sure student fill all the detail in the front page of practical answer book. Then relieving of teacher for duty. All the school are requested to relieve their PGT deputed for board exam for conduct of practical exam, and non-relieving of teacher appointed will be viewed seriously and shall attract invocation of penalty through CBSE. That's all for today's video. If this video is helpful for you, don't forget to hype, like, share and subscribe to our channel. We'll meet in another video with some more interesting information for you. Till then, goodbye, keep learning.